In the words of LeBron James, Cleveland, this is for you. So we came on here, SNS Football Talk, to talk about none other than Shedeur Sanders, the new SS or TB12 to be soon is Shedeur Sanders starting at QB number 1 for the Cleveland Browns. So I had to come on and rep. So this is, what I'm saying, my uncle's jacket. Shout out to my Uncle Bantu that passed away. I thought I'd wear the jacket since he's a huge Browns fan, and it looked like the Browns might have something to root for. So let's talk about this. Fellas, how do y'all feel about Shedeur starting tomorrow? And let's talk about the fact that he is not taking the majority of first-team reps. Do you think the Browns will set this man up for success? I think he's looking a little crazy. What y'all think?
Well, I mean, first of all, he's the only one standing. Like, Joe is on the cooler. He's on ice. Okay.
They got him in bubble wrap so he can make it to the season.
Yes. Pickett is like,
He's hurt.
He's hurt.
Hamstring.
Gabriel is hurt.
Dillon Gabriel, hamstring.
Dillon Gabriel's hurt. So Shedeur's the only one left. So yes, they are hanging him out to dry because he didn't take the reps with the first team. However, like we've all seen the clips of Shedeur making some nice passes during practice. I think he's a gamer. That's always been my assessment of him. You look back to everywhere he's been, when the lights are brightest, he performs. So
Jackson State, Colorado.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he'll do fine. I mean, I think he'll do just fine. I think he's good enough to give us some highlights in the first preseason game.
Hey, Mike, how you going to get injured if you Dillon Gabriel and you Kenny Pickett and you ain't playing no games? How you tear your hamstring up? They don't run. They not running quarterbacks. How you tear your hamstring up and all you doing is throwing the ball and sitting down?
Dude, I don't know, man. I don't know. But to answer your first question, I think it's great for Shedeur. Yeah, I see. But I think it's great for Shedeur that he's getting his start. I don't think that the Browns are putting him in a bad situation or anything like that. I mean, he's out there because the other guys are injured. Joe, he wasn't, going to be in this game anyway. And then the other guys are injured. So, he's up. This is his chance to show what he can do. He'll probably play, the whole first half and everything. I know they're flying another QB out, so he'll probably play the second half. But yeah. So, I mean, I think it's a chance for him to show what he can do. Now, I know on the Browns, most of their second team will be on the field, and I think the Panthers, I think their first team is going to be out there. So
first team defense is going to play the first series.
Yeah. So it's going to be yeah, exactly. So it's good. It might be a little tough there, but I mean, this is a chance for Shedeur to show what he can do, and I think it's good for him. So we'll see.
Rough, man. I'm still thinking that they setting the brother up for a little bit of the fall because Jimmy Haslam, the owner, has come out and said it wasn't his decision to draft Shedeur. He said it's Andrew Berry's decision, which looks crazy for Andrew Berry to fall in love with Dillon Gabriel out of Oregon and then turn around and draft Shedeur. Like you already had a crowded quarterback room. Now we know Deshaun is not going to play, but right now on your roster, you got 6 guys. You got Deshaun. You got shout out to Snoop Huntley. Huntley's out there now. Mm-hmm. You got old man Joe Flacco. You got Kenny Two Gloves Pickett. And now we got Dillon Too Short Gabriel. Because if Dillon Gabriel starts, he's going to be the shortest quarterback since your quarterback. Number 9, and he ain't no Drew Brees from what I seen. What's the tape telling you?
So let's get out. The conspiracy, the whole problem was where he got drafted to begin with. Okay, that's the whole thing. Everybody was against you at that point. Now they just treat him like a 5th round quarterback. So yeah, whatever, 5th round, you're not gonna see the field that much, but everybody's hurt. So hey, you the only man we got. You're the last man standing. What's it gonna happen? Is he gonna be as good as he could have been possibly if he had first team reps? No. But this is a golden opportunity to prove that no matter what you see here, if it's good here, think of how much better it could be if you give me first team reps and I can really, vibe with these dudes like I'm supposed to be. So it's his shot, And if he does what we think we can do, I mean, it's going to make it a big problem for them in that quarterback room.
You know what tripped me out about this, though? When Shedeur had to say, you know what? When they asked him about Deion coming to practice, and especially everything Coach Prime has gone through. Shout out to Coach Prime, man. Y'all pray for Coach Prime. I'm glad to see that he's back on his feet, man. But the fact that he would say he told his dad not to come to practice because he only getting 2 and 3 snaps of practice. And then that you're going to be the starter. I get it that Joe Flacco is going to start game 1. But I would think that you would at least split basically 50-50 of the reps. But they giving Tyler Huntley reps. What are he getting reps for? He ain't even going to make the team. You know what I'm saying?
Well, KP, you bring in people off the street you bring in street quarterbacks to fulfill a purpose, right? Snoop Huntley is there to fulfill a purpose. They've got to have
someone there to get hit. That's his purpose, to get hit and throw interceptions.
There you go. But to run the offense, they got to play a whole preseason game. Shedeur's not going to be playing that whole preseason game.
True.
Because the Browns are invested in him. Okay. But to address the first part of your question, like the Sanders, there's the hype. There's what everybody hates Deion and his kids for, which is the flash,
right?
The shine. You know what I mean?
Must be the money.
The truth is that Deion, a Hall of Famer and a stand-up guy, right? We all thought he was going to come out and announce he was not going to coach anymore because his sons moved on to greener pastures. Right. Wrong. This man came out, announced the worst thing ever, and said he's going to stay. That's who Deion Sanders is.
Right.
His kids are the same way. You know, you can do all this you want to, but when it comes down to it, like Shedeur Sanders has the pedigree and he has the talent. So I expect him to go out there and perform.
This is my thing though, man. This will bother me when people say that Coach Prime and Shedeur bring all of this, you know what I'm saying, hype or distraction, right? You don't hear that about Shiloh. And I get it that Shiloh is not the player that Shedeur is. I get all that. But nobody says that about Shiloh. Number two, we have such a double standard. We watched the Mannings basically make sure that Eli avoided going to San Diego. They said he's not going to play and got him to New York, and nobody had a problem with that. But it's wrong if Deion want his son to be in the best situation. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy to me. Like, I don't understand this double standard that you going to punish this kid because of who his father is or because y'all couldn't check him as a player. That's ridiculous, yo.
It's completely ridiculous. But that is the double standard you live with. And the thing about Deion is he earned everything. Everything he said he could do, he did.
He did it.
Now,
hey, Ruff, it was a song called Walking Like I Talk It. You remember that?
Exactly.
Mr. Womp Womp. That's what he did. He walked it like he talked it.
Exactly. And now it's up to Shedeur to do it for himself. And that's part of the reason why I think he's like, you don't need to come to practice for me because what have I earned? I've earned it at Colorado. This ain't Colorado. I got to earn it here. And this is the time to go out and earn it. And let's see if he can do that. I hope the best for him. But again, you want attention on your team. That double standard never made sense to me. Just like you said, the Mannings had the same thing. So you're in a small market. You should want attention. But because of who he is.
If I was the Browns, I'd have been begging to be on Hard Knocks. I'd have begged the NFL, please be on Hard Knocks. When is the last time the Browns have been nationally relevant? What, Bernie Kosar? What we talking about? Nationally relevant? Kellen Winslow when he tore his leg up on a bike? That's what we talking about? With Josh Gordon because he was on drugs? I mean, Johnny Manziel because he was terrible and on drugs?
He was a big discredit in itself. Hey, loved that one.
This for expert. Hey, shout out to Johnny Manziel. You saw he said he slapped Gilly when he see him, bro.
Yeah, that's what he said.
What's your over and under on the fight with Johnny Manziel and Gilly? Because I don't think that Gilly just gonna let this man slap him and walk away.
I got Johnny, man.
I got Johnny?
Gilly gooned up, though. Gilly gooned up.
That's the thing. Without the goons, if it's just one-on-one,
might be a good
close area combat, people don't put enough respect on athletes, man. Yes, Johnny Manziel is some privileged kid. He's an athlete. He's a football player. All right. I don't know about y'all. When I played football, college, high school, whatever, we going at it every day. We used to wrestle for fun. We bleeding out there for fun. So I mean, this dude getting sacked by 300-pound lineman. Okay. I'm pretty sure he can handle 160-pound Gilly.
You say he gonna walk the dog on him, basically. You was walking the dog on people for fun.
I don't know,
man. Tackle. Johnny Manziel gonna put the jukes on him. Johnny Manziel's an athlete, man. Gilly better watch out, man.
Man, it depends. It depends on the fight. If it's just a boxing match, they just straight up boxing each other.
Gilly is Gilly a boxer? Is he a boxer?
That's what I'm saying. What,
no, he's not a professional boxer, but he does train.
He has some moves.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
It depends on what if it's a boxing match, just straight boxing match, I'm giving it to Gilly.
Okay.
If it's a straight boxing match. Now, if it's a street fight Manziel probably gonna get him or whatever because
Gilly is
he
probably
can grab and hold and
Gilly maybe like what, about 5'8"? What y'all think? 5'9" maybe? Something like that?
I think he's 160.
Yeah. And Johnny Manziel's what, like 6'5"? 220?
No, Manziel's shorter than that, but Manziel is 200 plus. You know what I mean?
Right, so let's say he's 6'2", 200 plus, man. I don't know about that, Mike. I don't know about that. He might get hurt.
And
Gilly old too. Johnny Manziel's a lot younger than him.
I got you, but if Manziel, I don't know if he's trained. Exactly. Okay. I don't know if Manziel's trained. If he's not a trained boxer, and Gilly, he's not a Gilly actually trains to do that stuff, although he's not a boxer like that, but he's still trained. Right. That's when I go to my kids. Yeah, when I go to my kids' boxing gym, right? When I go there and I see the other people there or whatever, I'm bigger than some of those guys. But I know if I get in the ring against some of those guys, I might get put down or whatever because they train. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm 250 pounds, and there's some that's probably barely not even 200 that I know will probably get me up in there because they trained. You know what I'm saying?
Because they got a chin.
Difference.
Hey,
exactly. There's a difference.
Gilly got everything to win, and Johnny got everything to lose if they fight. Because if he gets beat up by an old man and Gilly be doing the dance after he beat him up, Johnny got to get out of here after that, bro. You can't show your face no more. You got beat up by Gilly, bro.
My thing is though, guys, like I said, let's just say they walk up on each other, right?
Okay.
If Manziel tackles him, it's over.
Oh yeah.
Manziel tackle him to the ground, it's over. Because I don't care what Gilly, like at that point, unless Gilly's doing jujitsu or something that we don't know about, it's over, man.
Hey, shout out to the homeboy Rick Yoonkoons, man. If you want to learn some jiu-jitsu, pull up on him, bro. Yo, we used to work with this guy. This is a true story.
ATL Rick James.
Yeah, ATL Rick James. Shout out to ATL Rick James, real Falcons fans through and through. This is a true story. Shaka noticed. We worked with this dude, and it was another dude that got, I ain't going to say the name, no names please, but he got in an argument. Called the man the B word and told him, let's step outside. And at the time, we was at a regular job, not making a lot of money. We was at entry level. This man was doing mixed martial arts on the side for free. He was coming up at the job, knotted up and everything for free.
Rick,
And we had to stop that. We was like, yo, man, this man gonna kill you. You might be bigger than him, but he do this in cage fighting for free.
I do this
for what you want.
To be fair, all right, we all, like me and KP, this job, like we could have did a show based on the stuff that happened at this job. We already told you what happened with him and another coworker, KP, and another coworker. So, like, to be fair,
that was over some money though. That was over some money, man. Hey, I don't need my bread.
Yeah, but Rick, to be fair, Rick will go 0 to 100 on anybody because he's that confident and he's that good. Like I wouldn't bet against anybody. Really?
You better pack a lunch.
Unless you John Bone Jones, I'm not betting against Rick at all because we know what Rick can do.
Yeah, he do it in real life.
That's right. And if Gilly is like, if someone's trained like the way Rick is trained, okay, the weight don't matter.
Right.
But from the appearance, Johnny talking like
he gonna walk up and backhand
him. Ruckus.
Yeah. He said he gonna walk up and backhand him. So I guess we gonna find out. And shout out to Rick. Hey man, I'm gonna tell you. This job we work is so crazy. You could actually get your squabble on and go behind doors and get your squabble on and come back to work, and nobody got fired.
Wow.
You can literally go in the office, go handle your business, and then go back and log in.
Wow.
It's not existent.
It's crazy, yo.
That's crazy.
HR violations. They would never allow that these days.
Fun times, man. Plaid Shorts Friday, baby. Plaid Shorts Friday.
It was a wild, wild west, straight up, man. But talk about the wild, wild west, man. The Browns quarterback room has been the wild, wild west for the last 30 years. Y'all tell me, can you name any Browns quarterback that has been good or relevant since Bernie Kosar?
I mean, Baker had a moment.
Cut it out, bro. Cut it out. Don't
Baker
do that.
had a moment.
Don't do that, bro.
Flacco had a moment.
Bro, we watched Baker throw the ball away in Kansas City.
I said a moment.
2 times.
That first time Baker stepped in, right? That first time Baker stepped in.
We watched Baker have Jarvis Landry, David Njoku, and Odell, and couldn't get none of them the ball. What moment that guy had? He was living off the defense.
I'm talking about when he led that comeback in that first start or that first game or whatever. All right.
If you don't say that, then you could say Derek Anderson. He had some moments. Kelly Holcomb had some moments. What you talking about, yo?
He did.
They all do.
I'm just trying to make you feel better, man.
Nobody's
I'm just trying to make the Browns fans, you know.
Bro, Baker is severely overrated, and we all know it. I said it, and it's true.
Overrated now?
He is overrated. He's been overrated his whole career.
Oh,
Rough. Is the man not overrated? Is he overrated?
Yeah, I think so.
He playing some ball in
Do I
Tampa,
think he's good?
bro.
Yes. But
yes.
Do I think he's better than people? Do I think he's not as good as people give him, believe him to be? Yes.
I'm with you, Ruff. Let's not forget. He went to Oklahoma, or he went to Texas Tech, okay? Won the job, beat out the other guy. Then was told, we're not going to bring you back. You're not going to be on scholarship because guess who came in? Patrick Mahomes. So he transferred.
Right, was that a good decision?
I mean, yeah. But he said, okay, bet. He said, I'm going to bet on myself, go to Oklahoma, won the job, became one of the best quarterbacks in Oklahoma history, man. Yeah. I mean, the dude.
Bro, Baker is a quarterback, and I'm an expert. Tell me if I'm wrong. Everything has to be exactly perfect for him. That's why he's succeeding in Tampa. We saw him in Carolina, and what happened? He was a bum. We saw him with the Rams, and he was a bum. He has to have everything exactly perfect. That's not a good quarterback.
I only disagree because he's implemented, like he takes off now. He runs.
Bro,
it's almost like Stetson Bennett.
You see this?
You know what I mean?
This is my team right here. Shout out to my uncle. I wore this for him, but this is my team right here. I wore this for my uncle. God bless the dead in heaven. But this is my team right here. I watched Matt Ryan play for a team without everything being perfect and get his money off. What's Baker's excuse?
Well, Matt's a different. Now, Matt's to me, he's a Hall of Famer.
That's a good
I'm not calling Baker Mayfield a Hall of Famer. Matt Ryan is that deal.
Bro, I would argue that Doug Flutie was a better quarterback than Baker Mayfield.
Whoa. I mean, well,
you want some more? Randall Cunningham. You want somebody else?
Well, yeah, Randall Cunningham is come on.
Randall
man.
Cunningham,
obviously.
Yeah.
Yes.
Come on now.
Is he upper tier? No. Is he mid tier?
Yeah, I think he's mid tier. Yeah.
There's an
argument.
You're
talking about Baker, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about Baker.
I'm gonna show y'all.
Of the 32 top quarterbacks in
he's between 10 and 15.
Baker is equal to Sam Darnold. Because look what Sam Darnold looked like with a completely perfect situation with the Vikings. He looked like that guy. The minute the situation ain't perfect, he falling apart. I'm just being honest, man. He really like Marcus Mariota. Or actually, no. He better than him. He really like Mark Sanchez. That's his equal, Mark Sanchez.
No. Mark Sanchez. Okay.
Dog,
all right.
Remember, everything was perfect for Mark Sanchez, and he went to the AFC Championship.
But Mark Sanchez, like Baker last year, threw for over 4,000 yards. Look at the stats now. Sanchez never came close to nothing. Now, I'm not trying to be the Baker advocate here. What I'm saying is Baker is, to me, like an overachiever. You know what I mean?
All right.
You're saying he worked.
Would you take Jeff George or Baker?
I mean,
see, the fact that you even got to think about it.
Baker, you want to really get into Jeff George. Like, he wouldn't be like Jeff George is like the underachiever.
Hey, Ruff, would you take Bobby Hebert or Baker?
No, Bobby Hebert or Baker. That's two different areas of football, first and foremost. That's a
Thank you, Rob.
That's a hard comparison to begin with.
Thank you.
I'll probably go with Bobby just because that was a rough era of football. We playing today's rules or back then?
Then, thank you, Rob.
Today, I probably still take Bobby. I ain't gonna front.
There you go. Look at what I'm saying, bro.
I'll take Baker because he's taking off. He's running. He's implementing the run.
He's running. That's what you call that? He's running. You serious?
Look at the stats, bro.
So you saying he's a running quarterback? So he's running like my man Randall out there. He's running
like Randall.
I like that.
He's running like Sean King. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Come on, cut it out.
That's what he's doing.
So he running like Aaron Brooks. Aaron Brooks is running quarterback.
Be real, yeah.
Cut it out, man.
Because he's picking up first downs, bro.
Cut it out, man.
I'm telling you, go look at the stats.
Okay. Do I think Baker is as good as the level he's playing? I think the situation is perfect for him to play this well. But like KP said, if the situation's a little worse, his performance would drop to match.
The real Baker comes out.
Yeah. Well, that is the real.
How many quarterbacks in the league? How many quarterbacks how many quarterbacks in the league do y'all think like are transcendent that can overcome that stuff? To me, there's 5 or less. Yeah,
I'd probably say about. I'll say right now it's more than 5. It's more than 5. It's probably about 8 guys. But I got to get expert in here. Would you take Baker or Eli Manning?
Eli.
Thank you.
I think I'll take Eli.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you. Magic.
I'll take Eli.
Magic under pressure. Baker crumbles under pressure. But you want to take guys.
I'll take Eli because of his arm.
Guys that can the dynamic. They can take a team out of and take. Don't matter what you got. You got Josh Allen. You got Patrick Mahomes. You got Joe Burrow. That's 3 right there. Yes. You got my man Matt Stafford can get busy like that because he ain't have nothing but one guy to throw the ball to and was getting busy.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's an outlier, but yes, I agree. You forgot Lamar. You forgot
Lamar. I mean, I ain't even say him. I would take Jalen Hurts. He's special.
Because of his legs. Yes,
because of his legs. I mean, both of them. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even talked about, guys like CJ Stroud. I know he had a bad season, but
I wouldn't put him in that level. I wouldn't put CJ. You see what happened to CJ after the injuries? Like he had a rough year.
After everybody got a year of game tape on you, I would say that.
That's true. That's true. It's a wait and see with CJ.
Yeah.
I got to see my guy from the Commanders and see how he looked this season. Now that everybody got tape on him,
that's what I want to see play this year.
So I got to see that. I got to see
special.
That.
Yeah,
he's special.
That's
special.
His legs will get him out of trouble.
Year.
Yep.
I actually would take my guy Jared Goff. I think he don't developed.
He's good. Jared Goff is really good, but
I would agree with
if things break down around him, I mean, you talk about a special team. Jared Goff got a special team. I mean, things break down around him, he ain't going nowhere.
He been a Super Bowl though.
Yeah,
that's true.
Great team.
I like him. He's a good quarterback.
Go ahead,
he's a good quarterback.
He shouldn't have went to that Super Bowl.
No, I know this is kind of off the subject a little bit, but I was wondering, do y'all think that there's any chance at all that Shedeur will wind up becoming a starter sometime this season?
Yes.
I think he had.
Yes.
100%. Because Joe Flacco's going to break down. Joe Flacco's going to break down at some point. Look at what he did last year with the Colts. After 3 games, he fell apart. He just fell off. He didn't have no more magic. The Monstars came and took everything from him after 3 games. And the man is over 40. So I wouldn't put my stock in him. First off, if I was the Browns, I wouldn't even start the guy. What benefit is it to win right now? There's none. You got 2 first-round picks next year. What you talking about? You know what I'm saying?
It's a tricky situation though, man. Miles, like the defense, the leaders on that team want to win now. That's why
you don't got the dogs on offense though. You don't.
I mean, bro, they think they do.
Your number 1 running back and Quinshon Judkins right now is he gonna make the team because of his legal problem.
Your receiving core is not that great.
Samson for.
Thank you, Jerry Jr. Who else?
They got Jerome Ford and they got Sampson.
Bro, come on, cut it out, dog. Jerome Ford is a backup at best. Yeah, he nice. So you talking about 2 nice players on offense?
Jerry Jeudy ain't nice.
Rough. Expert, when's the last time the 2 players on offense got you somewhere?
Yeah, they're gonna need more than that. They're gonna definitely need more. This team not ready, dog.
Rough looking up in the sky for that.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I'm like, that's a tough one.
Oh, they play probably in the hardest division in football, and they got 3 guys on offense.
That's the problem.
But let's be serious. What's the difference between Cleveland and the Steelers right now? What's the difference?
Bro,
the Steelers got how many good people on offense?
The Steelers are better coached. And the Steelers got DK Metcalf now. What are you talking about, yo?
That's one guy.
They got Najee Harris. They got Aaron Rodgers.
They don't got Najee Harris. Harris is on the Chargers.
Oh, Najee Harris left the Steelers?
Yeah. He's not there.
They got Warner, though. Warner's still there. He a nice running back.
I mean, yes, I agree. He's a good running back.
He gonna give you 1,000. He gonna give you 1,000.
He's a good running back. But my point is the number of weapons. Like they got Aaron Rodgers at quarterback, who's 40 million years old, and they got Najee. I mean, they got DK. They
got a rugged defense. And they got a rugged defense.
So does Cleveland. That's why they went and got their nose tackle from Michigan. They're like, hey.
And that was a terrible draft pick.
The Steelers can sneak in, so can we. Why not us?
No, the Steelers are a better organization. Better organization, better coach.
That helps.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that. KP. The Cleveland Browns, their organization is all over the place. It's terrible. I mean, they've got quarterback chaos, which they had for decades. I think they've had since 1999, had about probably 30 different starters.
That's not even a joke. Yeah. That's the truth.
Front office dysfunction. I mean, draft bust. The team, I mean, they have a losing culture. I mean, the team is just a mess. And I think that plays a whole lot into it, too, when you're comparing them to, the Steelers or somebody like that,
Yeah, but guys, like the Steelers, just because they got a winning, like, culture doesn't mean they're going to, like, they when's the last time they made the Like, when's the last time they did something of significance?
When's the last time they had a losing record? That man been the coach for 10 years, and they ain't had no losing record in 10 years.
So if I play it safe, and we all know Mike Tomlin is special, right? Mm-hmm. But if I have a formula and I don't give it to you guys, right? It's a winning formula, but it caps out at the first round of the playoffs, right? Okay. Or a winning record. So I might not even make the playoff. So if I know how to win, what does that really get you? Like, eventually they're going to be in a situation where they can't go get big time players. They can't,
because you're paying guys because you're winning.
Right. They're in cap hell, right? Like that, and the fans are tired of it.
Bro, but they're in cap hell right now, and they're terrible. You won 5 games last season. You're in cap hell because you gave a guy.
About Cleveland. Yeah.
Yes, you gave a guy that loves to take his pants off during massages $200 million.
They did do that.
And he has never been the same since that legal situation. Since he met Tony Busby, he never been the same guy again. And I'll be honest, dog, I actually thought that was a good decision in the time frame because nobody could have seen this guy's going to fall off like that. I don't know who ever seen a player fall apart like that. Ruff,
it's never
have you ever seen a guy fall off like that?
It's happened.
No, that was crazy.
But
to the extent of Deshaun Watson?
That was a crazy deal.
Y'all remember the Saints were in Deshaun Watson lottery.
Thank you.
Act off for that $200 million guarantee. You want to pay that man?
Thank you, Ruff. We was going at it. It was a Saints-Falcons thing. Come on home, it was ball boy versus you can go to the Saints, you know what I mean? It was a nice little thing. And then Cleveland comes way over the top.
Way too high.
You know what I'm saying? Does it
off the top rope like the Macho Man.
Yeah.
Like for what?
Right.
You know what I mean?
They
made it to a steel cage match for no reason.
I know they're regretting that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Big time, because this is the hard part about it. You can't even cut the guy because of dead cap money. He just got to sit there and keep getting. He's like an NBA player right now. You gonna pay me no matter what, so it don't matter.
Yeah, he living
Bobby Bonilla.
Exactly, Bobby Bonilla day.
Yeah, he's living the life.
He
living a life. Yeah. He don't even got to stay in shape no more.
No, and then the man tore his Achilles 2 times in 1 year.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You already was whacked before all this happened. Now you tore your Achilles twice in 1 year. I could say almost 100% that man's career is probably over after this. After this contract, he's never going to play nowhere else again.
He'll never touch a football.
Yeah, this is it.
I think it died in Houston, to be honest. Whatever was going on there, it always seemed funny. And, like, he was always at odds. Now, I thought it was Houston's fault. You know what I mean? But regardless of what happened, it just feels like he never recovered from that whole situation. And then everything
it's kind of hard to recover. You pay out $23 million in lawsuits to 23 different people.
Everything came out, right? Because he was going through it the whole year before all that stuff came out. It just seems like Deshaun never really recovered from any of that ending part of Houston.
It's crazy because you seen Deshaun go from being a top 3 quarterback, arguably MVP candidate, to being Jamarcus Russell.
Yeah.
That's crazy work, bro. I mean, Mike, I don't even know. Have you even seen a fall off like that in the NBA?
In the NBA, I have to think, man. I don't think so.
And if it was, it's because a dude got injured, not because they just fell off.
Made stupid.
I mean, that would be from the equivalent of being at the level of what Kobe, T-Mac, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Top 3 player offensively. To now that you down
John
there,
Concat.
John Concat. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can't think of anybody that fell off like that.
Minor.
What's old boy for the Lakers? They never want to bring out the bench.
Oh no, I got it. You go. That's true. He did fall off.
Yeah, he fell way off.
He did fall off. That's a good call. He did fall off. And now it wasn't that bad, but he did fall off. Yo, you seen that he out there boxing now, right? You saw he knocked Frank Gore out.
Who?
No, I didn't see that.
Darren Williams, he's a boxer.
Darren Williams a boxer now?
And got hands, dog. He be knocking dudes out.
You know who else with his knees? Griffin. Blake fell off. Went some knees.
Not like that, though.
No, not anything like Darren Williams.
No, Blake Griffin fell off like overnight. It was like he went from Blake Griffin fell way off, yo.
That's because he got to Detroit and he won't be there no more.
I mean, I'm telling you, the arthritis set in them knees.
Same thing happened to Josh Smith. Josh Smith got to Detroit and fell apart, bro.
That stuff started to petrify.
Man,
you done.
Yeah, Blake Griffin went from jumping over the rim to barely dunking. You know, that's
happens,
crazy.
man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, this man went from T-Mac. I got it. He went from T-Mac. T-Mac was that dude. I'm gonna give y'all that. Vince Carter level. He was up there, right?
Yeah.
When he fell off and it was all over. You know where he was at?
Where?
Y'all remember my guy from Gonzaga? What's his name? Adam
Morrison.
Adam Morrison. That's where he went to.
Adam Morrison. Oh wow.
He went to Anthony Bennett level. Anthony Bennett level. Y'all remember how bad Anthony Bennett was?
Man.
Yeah.
That was terrible. You talk about now that's a Cleveland pick. That's a Cleveland pick we can all forget.
That didn't age well. That did not age well.
Anthony Bennett.
So how y'all think Shedeur gonna play tomorrow? Y'all think he gonna get his money off and this is gonna be the start of him keeping his job? Because I feel like if Shedeur can ball out in the preseason, he gonna make it hard for them. That's really what I want him to do. Make it hard for them where he can possibly get this job and they never look back. Because I think if Shedeur can be the answer, you could put yourself in a position like the Cowboys with them 2 first-round picks and really jumpstart your franchise.
I hope so, man. Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm saying that's exactly what he's gonna do. Make it hard for him to keep him off the field. So that's why I say at some point he's probably gonna be the starter here. I don't see him going out there and melting under pressure or collapsing. He's gonna play to the best of his ability based on the amount of practice he's had, and it's not going to controversy. I can tell you that now.
Yeah, I mean, I hope so, man. I want him to play well. I want him to do real good. I really want him to be a starter in this league, and I mean, he has the ability. He's better than to me, I think with his ability, skill-wise, he's better than a lot of quarterbacks that are out there. And I think he should really be on the field. So I'm rooting for him. I'm praying that he get out there and he does a great job.
Yeah, I think whatever their plan is, it's set in stone. I think Joe Flacco is going to start regardless. But like you guys have brought up previously, Joe Flacco could easily, he could tear his hammy. He could get hurt. He's old. You know what I mean? Something could happen off a musical whim. So that's what makes it hard, because if Shedeur doesn't just bring like his talent, we know he's a 5th-round draft pick. He brings his talent, but he also brings height. And that's where the pressure is going to build. Because if he plays well, there's no reason not to put him out there for some Dylan Gabriel or some Kenny Pickett.
Plus, if he plays well, imagine the value you getting at a 5th-round pick.
Exactly.
Sure.
If this guy ends up being a top 10 quarterback very soon and kind of takes that Russell Wilson route, imagine the value of how you can build your organization because you ain't paying him that much. He can't command you a large dollar because he's a 5th-round pick. I mean, the story writes itself because you really don't got to pay him until the 2nd contract. And by that time, you have your roster built out.
If he plays like Russell Wilson, Cleveland is going to win, bro. I mean, I'm sorry. They're not that bad. If Shedeur Sanders can play like Russell Wilson did early on, and Russell Wilson wasn't like knocking down the doors. They had a good defense, but he played well enough to get them to a winning, in the playoffs. If Shedeur can play like that, they go into the playoffs, bro.
We're going to find
There's
out.
no reason for me to doubt that.
We're going to find out. We want to hear from y'all. What do y'all think is going to happen tomorrow as the Browns take on the Carolina Panthers? Is Shedeur going to ball out, or is he just going to kind of not play so well because he didn't get the reps? I think he's going to ball out. We'll find out. Y'all like, share, subscribe. We'll catch you in the next one.
Peace.